China is making technology public, quietly pulling ahead of the US in the AI race. The rise of Chinese companies. Since the launch of China's DeepSeek R1 model in 2025, the share of Chinese artificial intelligence technology in Pinterest has been steadily increasing. Every month, millions of people visit Pinterest's website in search of the latest styles and creative ideas. One page on the site titled "The Funniest Things" is filled with strange and unusual ideas meant to inspire creative people. For example, shoes that have been turned into flower pots, eye makeup designed to look like a cheeseburger, or a tiny house made out of vegetables. However, potential buyers may not realize that the technology working behind the scenes does not necessarily have to be American. Pinterest is experimenting with Chinese AI models to provide recommendations and improve its capabilities. Pinterest CEO Bill Reddy told me, "We've turned Pinterest into an AI-powered shopping assistant." The San Francisco-based company could have used American AI services for its back-end operations. But since the launch of China's DeepSeek R1 model in January 2025, the use of Chinese AI technology at Pinterest has been increasing. Bill Reddy sees this as a major breakthrough and calls it the DeepSeek moment. He says, "They decided to open source it, and that triggered a wave of open source models." China's rival companies include Alibaba's Qwen, Moonshot's Kimi, and ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, which is also working on similar technology. According to Pinterest's Chief Technology Officer Matt Madrigal, the strength of Chinese models lies in the fact that they can be downloaded for free. He explains that companies can customize these models according to their needs, something American competitors such as OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT, do not allow. Madrigal says, "The open-source techniques we use to train our internal models deliver results that are 30% more accurate than the best models available on the market." He also notes that their cost is significantly lower, sometimes up to 90% cheaper than American AI development models. Fast and cheap. Pinterest is not the only company relying on Chinese AI technology. These models are rapidly gaining popularity among America's top 500 companies as well. Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky told Bloomberg in October that his company relies very heavily on Alibaba's Qwen to provide services to users. He cited 3 simple reasons: it is good, fast, and cheap. More evidence can be found on Hugging Face, a platform where people download pre-built AI models. These include models from major developers such as Meta and Alibaba. Jeff Boudier, who builds products for the platform, says that cost is the primary reason new startups prefer Chinese models over American ones. He told me, "If you look at the most trending models on Hugging Face, the most downloaded and liked ones, you'll usually find Chinese models from Chinese labs in the top 10. Some weeks, 4 out of the top 5 training models are developed by Chinese labs." In September, Qwen was the most downloaded large language model on Hugging Face, surpassing Meta's Llama. Meta released its open-source AI model Llama in 2023, and until the arrival of DeepSeek and Alibaba's models, it was considered the top choice for developers building applications. However, last year's release of Llama 4 failed to impress developers, and reports suggest that Meta is now using open-source models from Alibaba, Google, and OpenAI to train its upcoming model. Airbnb uses multiple models, including American ones, all run on its own secure infrastructure. According to the company, the developers of these AI models never receive access to user data. China's success. By early 2025, the prevailing belief was that although American tech companies were spending billions of dollars, there was still a risk that Chinese companies would overtake them. Boudier says, "That story has changed. Now, the best model is the open-source model." A report published last month by Stanford University found that Chinese models appear to be on par with, or even ahead of, their global competitors, both in terms of capability and user adoption. In a recent interview with the BBC, former UK Deputy Prime Minister Sir Nick Clegg said he feels American companies are focusing too much on AI that could one day surpass human intelligence. Sir Nick Clegg previously served as head of global affairs at Meta, the company behind Llama. He stepped down from the role last year. Meta released its open-source AI model Llama in 2023. Its CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, has pledged to invest billions of dollars in achieving what he calls superintelligence. Some experts argue that these goals are vague and poorly defined, giving China an opportunity to dominate open-source artificial intelligence. According to Sir Nick Clegg, there is an irony in the battle between the world's largest autocracy, China, and the world's largest democracy, the United States. China is making more public the very technology in which the two are competing. The Stanford report also suggests that one reason for China's success in open-source models may be support from the Chinese government. Meanwhile, in other parts of the world, American companies such as OpenAI face intense pressure to increase revenue and become profitable, leading them to rely on advertising. After many years, the company released 2 open-source models for the first time last year, but most of its energy remains focused on models that generate income. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman told me in October that the company has aggressively invested in acquiring more computing power and securing infrastructure partnerships. He said, "Revenue will grow very quickly, but you should expect us to continue investing heavily in training, into the next model, the one after that, and the one after that as well."